So this is the G mock test. This is problem number 1. A joule per second. Watt is a watt. Okay, a 347 watt winch lifts a 790 kilogram load. Here's the winch. It is 347 watts. So I think the first thing is to find the force. And since you're lifting, you're going to say that the force is mg, right? And so it's going to be 790 times 9.8.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how to do that.
So that's 7742, is that right?
Yeah.
And I think we just rounded it because, yeah, right? And then the question is, what time will it take to lift the load? 3.4 meters. Well, right now we know right now we know the force is 7742. Right? And then it says, they say, what you want to lift it a distance of 3.4 meters. Isn't that our distance? Right? The power is equal to 347. Right? This is newtons, this is meters. So it seems to me that we can figure out the work first, go this times this and find that. And then there's a relationship between power, work, and time. Right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use work is force times time, distance. Yeah, so the work is a lot, right? It's 26322. That's the work in joules, right? So I'm just using force times distance. And then power, like this, right? We want to know power is work divided by time, right? And we want to know the time, is that right? So that's going to be work divided by power. Yeah. I know. Like, where is that number? Well, you're just supposed to know that number. I know. Right? So time is going to be work divided by power, so I'm just going to divide this 26322.8 divided by 347 watts. This is joules. And that gives me 75.85 seconds. Which we rounded to 75.9. Right? So that's part B, right? A lot to do for part B. And then part C, I don't think I got around to teaching, so what do you do with efficiency? Right? I think we didn't get to that, right? Okay, so what do you do with efficiency? Efficiency is output over input. And it's saying, what is the power input in watts? So it must be that we don't know this, right? And so if it's 82% efficient, what we do is we say 0.82 equals, and what's the output of the winch? 347, right? So the thing they tell you about the winch is its output, right? So that's 347 watts, and then the question is, what's the input, right? And so to solve that, it turns out the input is going to be this divided by this, right? All right, so the input is 347 divided by 0.82. So since it's not 100% efficient, we have to actually put more power in. It's going to use more power. And the question is, of course,
So we're saying.
where does that extra energy go?
Yeah.
If it's not being turned into like lifting things, where could it possibly go? It turns into heat and, you know, grinding down
So it's,
stuff. And heat is always a good answer, though. So that's our input energy. So far, we're pretty good, aren't we?
yeah.
How do you do total energy?
Do which?
What's total energy?
Oh, total energy is going to be KE plus PE. So mgh plus 1 FMV squared.